Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. My dad wants to do a white bass fish fry, so we're on Lake Winnebago in Oshkosh.
Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, I'm going to call this the Fish Fry Show. What do you think of that?
That's a good name.
Yeah, we're on Lake Winnebago with Captain Matt Merten, and this is going to be kind of a smorgasbord deal today as far as fishing is concerned. But the white bass are biting, and that's what we're going to do mainly.
White bass with some walleyes mixed in.
So what are we going to do? This is interesting.
This is called pulling flies.
Okay.
Something kind of unique just to this area. I don't know too many other places that do it.
Okay, so you got a big sinker on here.
Big sinker, just a little ways away from a three-way. We can unwind this here and show you. Usually have 6 inches to a foot of a lead to your three-way. And then on the back side of the three-way, maybe 6 feet or so, you'll have your first fly.
Okay, right here.
And then another 1.5 feet or 2 back from there, you have your second fly.
Okay, and that's what this kind of looks like here. So that's about 6 feet from the sinker to these, and you use the Minn Kota to troll?
Correct, yeah, you usually troll into the current.
And there's a combo platter, white bass and walleyes.
And maybe even a couple crappies mixed in.
Seriously? Oh, that'll be fun. Hey folks, so show you more about what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Folks, I'll tell you what, the greatest addition that we've had this summer, other than Baby William, is the Quick Set Tent by Clam. Is this awesome or what?
Yeah, super awesome.
Super awesome. The cool thing is it sets up in 40 to 45 seconds. One person can do it and it's good to go. But look at how big it is on the inside. There's plenty of room for a picnic table and 8 chairs. Everybody sits in there and enjoys themselves. Again, the Quick Set by Clam sets up in 45 seconds.
It's shady and completely bug-free. I love the Quick Set by Clam. Check out all the Quick Set models at clamoutdoors.com.
Folks, I switched to Evinrude 3 years ago, and boy, am I glad I did. Listen to this. My E-Tech G2, with all its incredible power, still gives me the best fuel efficiency in the industry. And this engine is so easy to own. There's no scheduled maintenance for 5 years. You never have to change the oil, and all of that is backed by 5-year, 500-hour transferable coverage. And you know what? My E-Tech G2 really looks cool, too. Evinrude. Built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Welcome back, folks. As mentioned at the top of the program, we're on Lake Winnebago with Matt Merten. Today is May the 1st, and it feels more like, what, April the 1st or March the 1st out here?
Why do you always pick these days?
I don't pick these days, no, but it's been kind of a nasty spring so far. But it is a cold day. It's 40 degrees. We're going to get rain later today. And you're going to troll these flies as we talked about. What speed do you go, Matt, usually?
It varies, from the time of season, but anywhere from 0.3 miles an hour up to a little over a mile an hour into the current.
And it's kind of a lazy man's way to fish.
It is. It's not a whole lot of technique, just a little bit of technique, so it's good for just about everybody.
Woo!
Way to go! Way to go, Blake! Could you feel the bite real good?
Yeah, and this is my first time fishing like this.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, whitey.
Now those, Blake, that right there is the perfect eating size fish right there.
Yeah, how do you cook them?
Well, there's a lot of different ways, but later on today we're going to show how to clean those. A lot of people don't like them, but I sure do. They taste great. But Matt, is that about the average size we'll get today, buddy?
Yeah, maybe a little bit on the smaller side.
Good start, Blake.
Yay! Woohoo! That was literally seconds after.
Well, that's what's the fun thing about white bass, Blake, is they bite regularly. Well, no, you got yourself a teensy walleye.
Aww.
That's all right, though.
Cute.
Matt said those are going to be mixed in.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, no size limit on Winnebago.
Woohoo! Woo!
It's only the front of the
I
boat.
guess so.
Yeah, let's see. I hope we got another whitey. And we have ourselves. Ooh, that's another nice eater right there. And hold them up, Blake. And you know what's neat, Matt? You don't. I know. You don't put any minnows on there, just the fly, huh?
Does the color matter with this fly?
Does the color of the fly make a difference?
Makes every bit of difference.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite color when you're fishing in this river?
The one that's catching the fish.
Oh, okay. So everybody tries a different color.
Oh, yeah.
And when one's working, you switch everybody over.
I switch everything over. Yeah.
But Matt, we got to talk about white bass. You know, you and I love to eat them. And what's the important thing about cleaning and storing a white bass once you catch them?
The most important thing is probably going to be keeping them cold.
Keeping them cold.
Even when you're during the summer, they're good, but you got to keep them cold. You got to keep a cooler with ice and water in it. As soon as you catch them, dump them in that ice and water.
If you keep them alive in the live well, does that work too?
It's second best to keep them cold.
Okay,
Yep.
but bring a cooler with ice, throw them on the ice right away.
Yep.
Hey, that is fun, Matt. You know, that hit is certainly distinguishable. It's a pretty good rap when they hit it. And like I say, the lazy man's way of catching fish. And, ooh, there we go. There, whoa, I see what you mean there, Blake, about holding them up. But Matt, that's the perfect eating size right there, right, buddy?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, and we're going to show again, like I said, folks, how to fillet these. But, you know, it's interesting, too. You don't put any minnows or worms on that fly. It's just by itself.
Ooh,
You're going to have to answer that question in a second because Blake's got one on.
Yeah, looks like we got on a good spot.
Well, ooh,
Is
let's see what you got there. Oh, that's a nice one right there,
Nice.
Blakey.
Yummy, yum.
Good job.
There you go.
And you know, Blake, what's interesting is so many people think those aren't good to eat. And
Yeah, I've never had them.
I will fix them for you
Yeah.
after Matt shows us how to clean them. And believe me, they taste just like a crappie. You can't tell the difference.
Oh,
They're
I
wonderful.
believe you.
So, Matt, you don't put a minnow or a crawler on that fly, huh?
I've never put a crawler on, but there's times you can put a minnow on to get a little bigger profile if needed.
One thing I want to mention too, you can actually do this for target walleyes with this system too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Really? At what time of year is that good?
It could be from now all summer.
Well, we got two fish on now. Bryan, who is Ryan the photographer's dad, is finally reeling one in, and Blake's got one in the front of the boat there. Matt, move over. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's a nice white bass there, Bryan. And Blake has got, not bad. Hey, Blake, if you can, walk it back and we'll hold these two up together. And that's interesting. Bryan's got one that's one of the bigger ones of the day. And that's fun, isn't it?
It is really fun, yeah. It's a good way to fish.
Yeah, and again, this will work for walleyes all year long too. But Matt, the speed that we're going with that Minn Kota is really important. You're going into the current, is that right?
Yeah, almost always into the current, John. Once in a while we'll fish with the current, but rule of thumb is always go into the current. Anywhere from 0.3, you know, today we're slowing it down a little bit because of the cold front. 0.3 up to over a mile an hour.
You guys got to put those two in the live well here. I got another one on, and let's see here. They do fight pretty good too. And let's see here, we got ourselves another whitey. And you know, with the two flies on there, Matt told me that there's occasionally you'll actually catch two at a time. And Matt, what's the deal on white bass here? Like, what is the limit?
John, the limit is no limit, but my limit is as many as I want to clean.
Okay, yeah. You know what, that reminds me, one year, this is about 25 years ago, I was fishing on shore over in Eureka, and I caught about 100 of them, kept them all, and that's a pain in the butt cleaning that many.
That's a sore back.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, those are real nice, and you get a nice fillet off of those too, huh?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
That hit is hard, and after I get this one in, I'm going to show you folks how Matt has us working these rods. And let's see what we got here, Matt. We got a nice whitey there. Yeah, that's a good one. But you know, there is a trick, and Matt taught us how to do this. And actually, we're going to keep some of these today, obviously, folks, because I love white bass. Are you having fun?
Yeah, this is great, John.
Okay, let's see what we got. I mean, this is literally one after another, folks.
That's a nicer one.
Yeah. You don't catch as many as we do, Brian, but you catch the fatties. and Matt, when you think about this white bass fishing, how long will this last for folks?
This will be probably another month or so.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And there's different ways you can do it. Instead of pulling flies, you can cast for them too?
Oh yeah. Sometimes they'll get underneath the bridges or along shorelines. We cast spinners or rattle traps or something like that.
Are you going to clean these for us today?
Of course.
You're such a one. Do you clean fish for the clients too?
I sure do. During the summer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, fish!
Oh, look at that up there. Yeah, she's having fun up there.
I am having fun.
For May the 1st, though, it's a little chilly, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but hey, it's nice to have my blackfish gear.
Okay, and we got ourselves another whitey.
How deep is this water, Dad? Are we fishing it?
We're in 20 feet right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, this.
Get him in.
I'm trying.
Get him in. There you go.
There you go.
As I was going to say, there's a little trick to how you bounce the bottom with this. And I was actually doing too big of a sweep before, wasn't I?
Yeah, every day is different. You know, I keep on changing things up until you figure it out. But for the most part, not a whole lot of movement. Like you're sweeping the floor, maybe like that kind of cadence, small little pumps.
Okay, and do you occasionally want to make sure you're near the bottom?
Yep, on the back side of your pump, you should just barely feel the sinker hit bottom, and then make your sweep forward.
And you can certainly feel the bite. I mean, it is pretty cool.
And it's usually on the backstroke, isn't it?
And it's a whap too. We were fishing the Winnebago System in downtown Oshkosh, an hour-and-a-half drive from Milwaukee, 2.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
From casting for fish to cruising the lake, Fleet Farm has what you need for a day out on the water. Whether it's keep her running like new season, not sharing this spot with anyone season, or even best day ever season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it. Because we have it all. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
Hey folks, the opening day of fishing season up here in the Midwest is just around the corner. Here's a great idea to find some great spots to fish and some great tactics to fish with. Check out our Amsoil fishing report at amsoil.com/MFR. This is a video report featuring the top guides in the Midwest, and they will give you solid information about where to fish on opening day and what to use. Again, that's amsoil.com/MFR. You know, you're exactly right, though, Matt. When you pull and go back, it's usually on the backdrop that they hit. And it's a jarring hit, too, with these things. And there's really no way that you can cast in this particular area in the river, Matt. You and I were talking. There we go. That's a nice one there. But it's not practical to cast in this deep of water with this kind of current, right?
Off a shoreline, no, there are people that they can do it, but right now these fish seem to be out here in the deep water. Like if you get any shallower than 17 feet, and they don't seem to be in there. They're 17 to 23 feet, so it'd be kind of tough.
And yet with these big sinker system like this, you're keeping it right in the strike zone, aren't you?
All the time.
I just put that back down after catching one, Matt, and pulled it one time and got smacked. And let's see what we got here. There's a whitey. There we go. There we go. And you know, Matt, you and I have talked about this many times over the years, how the whitefish or the white bass have a bad rap for food. And come on back here, you can tell the folks that you have cooked these right alongside crappies and walleyes, and people can't really tell the difference.
They usually pick this one.
They usually pick this one over the other two?
Yeah.
And again, and we'll show it later, like I said, it is about the cleaning, the way you clean them. And again, it is so important to keep them cold or keep them alive, right?
Yeah, most important is keeping them cold. They have more, the way it was explained to me, they have more enzymes in their meat than most of the other fish, which softens them up.
Okay, and so if you keep them cold, that'll keep the meat firm, right?
Correct.
And like I say, these things put up a tussle. I mean, they really do, Matt.
They're hard fighters, plus we got the current.
Yep. I actually think this would be fun to bring my 7-year-old grandson out and have him do this, because literally it's one after another. And most days this time of year aren't this nasty and cold either. Ooh, there's a nice walleye.
There's a keeper.
Look at that guy. And again, no size limit. That's pushing 15, isn't it?
Yep.
You know?
Eater.
And there's something about the two places that I love to eat walleyes out of is Winnebago and the Mississippi River. They both taste really good, you know that? But hold them up. I mean, that's a nice one right there.
Another one on.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, ho hum. Bryan, one of the greatest anglers of all time is that Bryan Erdman. Did you know that, Matt?
I did not.
Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame candidate. Well, there you go. Ooh. Don't you want those Johnsonville Italians?
I think pretty soon we're gonna have to cook them up.
Yeah.
I was just texting.
You were texting and you caught a fish. Whoa, there's a nice big whitey there, Blake. Now is that the secret? You start texting?
I guess so.
How you holding up in this 39-degree damp northeast wind?
Like I said, if I didn't have my blackfish gear, it'd be a lot worse.
It is amazing what the difference a week makes. Last week we were...
I know, in shorts.
It's 75-degree weather. But you know, the one thing I do want to talk about, you know, you and I get to fish for a lot of big fish, but sometimes it's just about catching fish that are good to eat and give you a lot of action.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if they're big or small, it's still fun fishing.
And I got one on. And you know, Matt, when you're dealing with this kind of a cold front that we're experiencing, to see that these white bass are cooperating under these conditions is also kind of a neat deal. I bet you if you get a real warm, like, you know, 70-degree day like we're supposed to have this coming weekend, these things are really on fire when it warms up too, aren't they? Right?
Yeah, John, we had other bites planned for today, but with the cold front, this is what we're doing to catch fish.
Yeah, what is good fishing, you know, like say for May on Winnebago?
It could be good right now. I mean, all the way until middle of summer. Then on a typical year, it'll slow down a little bit, at least for the walleyes. But the last 2 years, it didn't. It stayed good right until the end.
Yeah, well, we caught fish trolling, you know, in August on the reefs, right? Mm-hmm. Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Look at this deal. Optic Tackle planer boards on sale right now, starting at $19.99. That's a great bargain. Optic Tackle planer boards starting at just $19.99. And you know, as I mentioned before too, folks, that Minn Kota makes this so easy going trolling against the current like that. You can control the speed and everything else. And I was looking before on the Humminbird, we're actually going about 0.7 miles an hour. And again, it's extremely important, oops, there we go. It's extremely important to go into the current. And we almost have enough of these, you know, we might try something else. We're both reeling in fish at the same time now. What do you got?
I got something a little bigger today, John.
Well, we'll see here.
It's a boat anchor. Oh, I just let off.
Oh, well, I gotta catch mine just to show you the skill involved. Yeah, there we go. I got mine. Did that actually feel like a bigger fish?
Yeah, I don't know what it was though.
Oh, okay. You have a shot at a decent walleye in here too, right?
Absolutely.
You know, it seems like we got all the jack males in here right now. But we were talking before, it's a little windy with the northeast wind to go out to the reefs. But has that reef bite started yet for the walleyes?
Yeah, they're going.
Hey Bryan, when it's 39 degrees out on May the 1st and it's cold and damp, what hits the spot?
Johnsonville Italian.
You bet it does. Now, you can't eat that yet. I got to tell you what these are. These are actually the flame-grilled Italians. And the neat thing that Johnsonville does is they actually grill these at the factory for you. So if you want a quick Italian, all you do is put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds and it's just like it came off the grill. What I did in this case, I just put them on the grill and warm them up for about 5 or 10 minutes until they're golden brown.
Johnsonville Italians, they're great.
Aren't they great? And
Yeah.
you know, again, the cool thing is they're so convenient. Flame grilled, they're already cooked for you, grill marks on them, and they're good to go, right?
Great.
Yep. Hey folks, look for flame grilled Italians at your favorite retailer today. Hey Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability. Folks, these are some unbelievable deals you just gotta check out. Right now, Recon has 5 Pro Staff boats for sale. The Recon is the best haul I've ever run. Here's the skinny. Very low hours, lifetime boat warranty, transferable engine warranty. The Recons also come with multiple Helix locators, a 15 horsepower Evinrude kicker, a 12-foot Talon, and a Minn Kota Altera with iPilot Link. These Recons are priced well below retail, and again, they're just lightly used. Financing and monthly payments are available. This is a great opportunity to get in the boat of your dreams and get $250 worth of Recon gear with your purchase. Go to reconboats.com. Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork. Just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this. Only from Humminbird.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Roland Rick of Fond du Lac. He caught this 11-inch bluegill on Lake Winnebago on a moon glitter. Danielle Felker of Williams Bay caught this 31-inch lake trout on Lake Geneva on a Widowmaker. Eric Hendrickson of Milwaukee boated this 46-inch lake trout in the McKinley Marina on a Little Cleo. Bryan Novak of Coon Rapids, Minnesota caught this 30-inch walleye on Lake Winnipeg on a knocker. And this week's kids winners are Claudia Oyen of Atwater, Minnesota caught this 13-inch perch on Big Candy on a minnow, and Mason Marchand of Hopedale, Illinois caught this 30-inch northern on Ottletail Lake on a shiner.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week. Save on the new Clam Pro Tackle Jigs on sale for only $5.99. Also, 1,000-yard Berkley Trilene XL fishing line starting at $14.99. Now those are some hot buys.
Oh, there we go. I'm sure it's a whitey. And let me see. Grab your line there. Here comes mine. And that is going to end our day.
Wow.
So, hey, Matt, I think we probably in the live well kept about 40 of them, right? And that would be about the right amount, though, right?
Well, for a good fish fry for 6, 7 people.
Absolutely, right?
10 people maybe, I don't know.
And, you know, I think, you know, if folks want to come and do this with you, you know, you'll clean fish, but you're not going to clean 200. You're going to clean
Right.
what is a reasonable amount for the clients, right?
Right.
All right, let's go show the folks how we do the cleaning, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, we certainly caught enough white bass, but the cleaning part is interesting. And you normally use an electric knife, but we don't have an electrical outlet here. So what's the key to cleaning the white bass the right way?
We're going to start right behind the gill plate here.
Okay,
Dive straight down.
okay,
Turn. And start cutting through the ribs. Watching the knife right here running along the dorsal fin.
okay. And I don't have to worry about the rib cage at
No,
all.
go right on through them.
Okay, I gotcha.
Stop
Okay.
just short.
All right,
Flip it over.
okay. Skin them now?
Yep, take the skin off.
Okay. And I'm still not worried about the rib cage.
Nope.
Okay,
Now, right here is the lateral line. You can see that distinct line
Right.
there. I like to just score it ever so slightly with my knife, just barely cut in.
okay,
Right back here at the tail, the last inch cut all the way down, just north of the lateral line.
it's kind of like zippering a walleye.
Exactly. Now just hold on to the lower end, pulling your upper end.
Okay, now this is waist.
Correct.
Okay, now that's your fillet, and you want to get that red off.
Correct.
And that is much easier with an electric knife.
Yes. Now you got candy.
Okay, this is the perfect fillet right here, right?
Yep.
That's perfect. And you swear they taste just like walleye or crappie.
No, a little bit better.
Matt Merten guides all of the Winnebago system on a daily basis. For more information, give Matt a call. That phone number is 920-410-2206. 410-2206.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Bryan's custom steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Bryan's custom steps, call 920-315-0333.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyper Glide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Castmaster, Rattle Master, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
Well, thank you, buddy. And I want to mention again that this is a popular thing for folks to come up and do the month of May. They're going to have a lot of good fishing, aren't they?
Yeah, for at least another month, I would say it's going to be good here.
Yeah, and you're going to be guiding for it, right?
I am.
And walleyes. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate
You
it.
bet.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.